Yeah, you know what time it is. It's time for the Geekenders podcast. MegaRan, Jesse and Dodger, what up? Let's go. Yo, it's the weekend. Yeah, it's time to geek out. Let it begin. Go on, stream and shout. It's Jesse and Dodger, so give them a follow and see what the Geekenders are all about. Yo, it's the weekend. Yeah, it's time to geek out. Let it begin. Go on, stream and shout. It's Jesse and Dodger, so give them a follow. #1 geek podcast, without a doubt. Yo, another end of another long week. Got a job and a kid, I know that you all beat. So take a second, grab a drink and vibe while we catch you up in just a matter of time. On gaming, comics, whatever you're doing. If you're nerdy like us, then you know you should tune in. Thank you for sharing our world with us. Now follow, subscribe, and turn this up. Yo, it's the weekend. Yeah, it's time to geek out. Let it begin. Go on, stream and shout. It's Jesse and Dodger, so give them a follow. #1 geek podcast, without a doubt.
Hello, everybody, and welcome to Geekenders. Beep, 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 beep.
So much beep, boop, 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 beeps. Was that an air horn, or was that, what were you trying to do there?
I was trying to do an air horn, yeah. If you had to give me a rating for that air horn, what sort of score would I get?
You did more of like an R2-D2 being shot kind of noise, but
That's so sad. What?
Yeah.
That's
you
the
had
saddest
like
shit I've ever heard.
Yeah, you weren't like wah, 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 wah. You were like beep boop beep boop beep boop, which is kind of like, wow in my ears. So
I see. Okay, I understand. How are you, buddy?
Good. I'm jacked up.
Why are you jacked
up?
Jesse implied during the pre-show that he's had lady drugs. I don't know what that means, so I guess we're gonna find out.
All right. Yeah. So this is true. I was getting gas this morning, and I went inside the gas station, and I saw they had, they got like drinks and energy drinks and all sorts of crap. And I was like, man, I'm feeling kind of tired today. I don't know. I guess I'll get like an energy drink. They have a whole row of energy drinks, but the cheapest one was the one that, at least here in LA, I'm not sure this has made it to the world, but is everyone familiar with that Celcius?
Yeah.
Like the very
a heart attack drink.
Like Gen Z lady, like, I'm gonna go do my day. Very branded.
I exclusively know like tech bros that drink it.
Okay. Well then, that's a whole other issue. But the thing
I'm just saying.
But there's also Aloha, which is this other one, right? And so whatever the vibe is, the guy was like, you got those are the cheapest ones. I was like, okay, plus they're like 0 calories. Like, yeah, all right, I'm in, let's go. And I was like, what one should I get? And the guy looks at me and he goes, well, like Aloha, that's gonna be nice, but you want that Celcius. I'm like, what? He's like, you want that Celcius. I'm like, okay. Little did I know, so I drank this thing coming over to the office in like 2 seconds flat.
Yeah.
And I look at it, and it like labels itself as a pre-workout beverage.
Yeah.
So I was like, well, this isn't my normal energy drink. Y'all, I don't know what's in this. I don't know what's going on. But I drank it, and now I'm like,
now you're rattling.
I'm ready.
Yeah.
I am ready for this day. Let's do something. Meanwhile, I was talking about Aloha. I was like, well, so what's the Aloha deal? Like, why is that the same? I'm like, oh no, dude, that's like even more sneaky. I'm like, what do you mean? So what I'm saying is, at least here in LA, ladies, you've been keeping secrets. I thought, like, in my mind, like, it's all about that, like, weird monster rock star, whatever life.
Sure.
No. Red Bull ain't got nothing on. This is like pure. I don't know what's going on. I'm jacked right now. So, yeah.
Because I don't think it existed before I moved. I had never heard of it before. And then a couple of years ago came to America, and the people we were hanging out with were like, oh, we got to get some Celcius. We should get some Celcius. And Sam and I had never heard of that before. Tried it. And They kept implying that it was like maybe good for you or like not.
There can't be
as
anything
bad
good for you about it.
No. And we looked at
There
the
can't
label
be.
and I was like, guys, this is not good for you.
No.
What are you talking?
I was just like,
I don't know what kind of Kool-Aid you've drank about this stuff, but like, it's just an energy drink.
yeah. I don't, yeah, there's, and it's weird because they're very clearly marketing wise targeting women because the cans look completely different from the ones that are targeting men, which are like, bro, do you want to get messed up? Those are the guy cans. And these cans have like flowers and like a half bikini lady on the thing who's like, I'm at the beach today. Like that vibe.
That way
like,
they're able in their marketing, they're able to be like, yeah, it's like a light, nice energy drink. You know, it's not like those really aggressive energy drinks.
False. If you look at it, if you read the information on it, it literally says it's like a pre-workout drink, which is so now my body's like, yo, you want to go like do something? Like, I have to do a podcast, body. It's like, yeah, right. But like, what if
sit here, body? Sit here for 2 hours.
So I am, and the thing is, a smart person would have been like, well, I'll get coffee. But I've never once said, you know, that gas station coffee that's been there for like 8 hours, that's what I need. So in my mind, I was like, I'll just get an energy drink. It's fine. It's okay. Yeah, no, I screwed up.
And now you're going to be zigging and zagging.
Oh, yeah. I'm zigging. I'm zagging. I might be zagging and zigging. You don't even know.
Oh, my God. Well, the podcast is young, as they say.
Yes. Yeah. That's what they say about podcasts.
Another thing that you said during pre-show is that I looked like a gangster, which made me laugh because I just want to point out my kid and I have matching hearts on our cheeks today that we made with eyeliner. And then my sweatshirt says Momster because 'tis the season.
I stand by what I said. Everything I said, I believe to be true. Yeah. A momster is just a gangster with kids.
It's meant to be monster, but momster.
Oh, I didn't get that at all.
Because it's October. So I got out my October wear.
Right.
I'm a momster. You get it? Yeah. I do like that somehow
not
it
a
also
monster, but because here's the problem. Just replacing one letter, the N or the B, it's still the same thing.
I never really thought about it because it has the like creepy letters, you know? So I never thought that you could potentially think it's creepy. Also
mobsters, you don't want to cross them. And they're real compared to monsters, which are creatures of fiction.
Oh my God. Well, there's a little monster in all of us. Humans are the real monster. There's a little mobster in all of us.
Humans are the real mobsters too. Whoa! Yeah.
The Venn diagram's crazy here.
Between monster and mobster and momster, we need like a Venn diagram of just momster, mobster, monster.
All humans. Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah, there's a little of them in all of us.
Yeah.
It's a crazy Venn diagram.
I need that to exist. I need that Venn diagram. By the end of this show, we must have that Venn diagram. Math and science nerds, get on this.
Yeah, that would be a good shirt. I hesitate to say that, but it would be a good shirt. I'd wear it. I hesitate to say it because there's now been a supercut made of all of the times that I've said they should put that on a shirt because I say it so often.
Yeah, but that's good because that means you got like you're merch minded. You're not
Is
like
that good?
Yeah, because you're thinking.
Oh, I'm not necessarily saying I should make that shirt. I'm saying if that shirt existed, I would wear it.
Okay. So you're saying, like we do on the show quite frequently, here's an idea. That idea
is free.
I'll never act on it. Yeah. But you can have it.
There's a free idea for somebody who is motivated. Yeah.
Right. Yeah. For someone out there who really wants to do a thing.
Yeah.
This is for you.
That's all you, baby.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. You're welcome. Is what I think Dodger's saying. You're welcome.
Yep. Jesse and I are a gold mine that no one is digging in. So somebody's got to reap the rewards.
You know what sucks about that is that's like how I feel in general about life. I'm just a gold mine over here, baby, and no one's digging. And no one's digging. I got so much gold inside.
I have so much gold in me. If someone would just dig.
No one's digging.
Yep.
That's so good. Yep. And again, you can have that. Enjoy, chat. That's yours now.
Everybody say hi to Sherlock. He's ancient. He's so old.
What do you think Sherlock's voice is?
He just looked up like he was daring me to make a joke.
Yeah, what's Sherlock's old man voice?
Oh gosh, what do you sound like? Well, he is an LA cat and he's old. Mm-hmm. So he probably sounds like you know, those like older dudes who have lived in LA their whole life that give like weird advice off the side of the road.
Uh-huh.
Do you not get advice from weird old men in LA?
I'm curious.
Is that exclusively a me thing?
What does that voice sound like? You're an actor. Give me a voice.
I can't. Because no, hold on. Because I can't. I'm trying to think of you know when you get locked?
Oh, I know. That's why I'm doing this. Come on. Oh, I'm aware.
I'm locked in this. Hello, it's me, Sherlock. But that's not what a man who grew up.
Sherlock. It's me, Sherlock.
It's not what a man who's lived his whole life in LA would sound like. No. But I'm locked there. And I don't know how to sound like a Californian despite living there for 10 years.
You got to get back here. So you can experience all that Southern California has to offer in the term of
oh my gosh.
Voices.
I gotta just plop my butt at Muscle Beach and just wait. And the inspiration will come.
Although now that you say it, I kind of wish that we existed in a world where Sherlock's voice was like, what do you mean, man?
Hey, dude.
I'm just really a cat, man.
Yeah.
What are you talking about? No, Sherlock is kind of like, hello. My name's Sherlock. Yep. I'm named after a great detective. Yeah. I know every place in this home. I've peed multiple places. You'll never find it, mother. Yeah. That's what he sounds like, for sure. Also calls you mother. But like in a weird way and an uncomfortable way. Like whatever you say, mother.
Yeah.
Yeah. And like it's a little uncomfortable. Yeah.
Is it like the equivalent of someone calling their significant other daddy?
Oh,
like yes. That kind of uncomfortable?
Daddy. Yes. I talk like this and I say, daddy. Daddy. Yeah. Mm-hmm.
Don't listen to him.
You know, Sherlock. It's the emphasis on the other D. Daddy. It's that.
Daddy.
Daddy. Yeah, you gotta hit it like that. Oh, I think daddy.
I think if I was talking with you and you said that casually, I would short circuit, wondering what you had said, what that word was. What was that word supposed to be? But I don't know if I would have the self-confidence to ask us to back up so you can say it again. I would just live in confusion.
Oh, I would notice and then be like, do you not like it when I say
what's wrong, Daddy?
What do you mean? What's wrong, Daddy? Yeah.
Is there a problem, Daddy?
See? It's fun to say.
It is fun.
It is a whole... That's
it's
okay,
fun.
Mama.
It's the word equivalent of jumping on a trampoline.
Yes, that is true.
Daddy.
You're absolutely... It really is. Yeah, that's... I can picture...
Yeah.
Yep.
My poor cat.
Yeah.
Slandered
now
on
I wanna-
live TV.
Yeah, now I want to like expand upon, because you know you can be like, okay, mama, but there's also mama, but then there's also mama. Whatever you say, mama. Yeah, so
That
many
one-
good. Just
Yeah. It's
shout
hard.
out to words.
Words are great.
Words are great.
What is I was talking the other day about my dad and how my dad is very
I'm
dyslexic.
sorry. You're what? You're dada.
My dada.
Yes.
I was talking about my
Great.
dada and how he's very, very dyslexic and would do two things. Number one, would just make up words all the time. And number two,
Okay.
would write our grocery list, but phonetically, or what he thought was phonetically, because he didn't know how to
Okay.
spell the words. So
All right. Do you have an example?
yeah, I think the one that sticks in my mind the most is my mom and I went to the grocery store and we were trying to like decipher the grocery list. And my dad had written UNYIUN.
Onion?
Yeah.
It took me a second. I was like, UN.
My mom and I
Onion.
stared.
Yeah.
My
I
mom
get
and
it.
I stared at it. We were like, what is this? But like, it's not that my dad couldn't read. It's that he was dyslexic. And so he would, in the moment, if he was like, I can't remember how to write this fucking word, he'd just sound it out and just write it that
Onion.
way.
Yeah, I get it.
But I picked up the joy of making up words, as you've experienced, and he and I would be those insufferable people at the dinner table who would be like, oh, well, you know, the second that a word is said out loud, it's a real word. So
Oh, like chat over here.
like chat.
Like chat's like every word's actually technically made up.
Yeah, every word's made up, so all words are real.
Yeah, all words.
Yeah, we did that a lot.
I mean, here's the thing. It's not wrong,
it's not wrong.
but it also is like, yeah, but it takes a lot of people to say a word to make it a real word. Like you can be like, slurkus. And people are like, what is that? You're like, you know, slurkus.
Here
And
was
people will be like, what?
here was my dad's argument is, and I agree with this. My dad's argument was, if while he's saying it, if he says a word in a sentence and you understand what he meant by it, then who gives a shit? Which I completely agree with.
I can't argue with it. I can't argue with it because we exist in a world where somehow the phrase delulu became a real word.
And
people
we
are like,
all, and we all know what that means.
Everyone understands what that means. It's
Yep.
goofy as hell and stupid, but like everyone's like, no, I know what that is. So yeah, I guess you can kind of do whatever the hell you want. It just about is it in the lexicon of people. I don't know. I definitely talked about this with Crendor, but I don't know if I must have because I was obsessed with this for like a week.
Okay.
The fact that the word egg is made up, like the eggs that we use
Yeah.
used to be called something else.
Oh,
And then Chaucer was like, oh no, I'm going to call it an egg in my damn book. And everyone's like, it's an egg now. And so, yeah, you can do whatever the hell you want these days. But
I
egg
feel like-
was like, that's Henry Chaucer brought that to the world.
Did you find this out like a year ago? I feel like you went on
Yeah, I
a
was obsessed with it for like
big
a full
rant.
week. I was like,
Yeah, I think you
"Whoa!"
ranted about this on a previous episode. That's so funny.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And so you can kind of do whatever the hell you want.
Are you like, do you enjoy finding out where words came from? Are you like an entomology guy?
When I have like a fixation on a thing, what did I call him? Henry Chaucer? It's Geoffrey Chaucer.
No. Jack Chaucer.
I don't know what I called him. John Chaucer, his cousin, made it
yeah.
up.
And then stuck it into his cousin's book.
Yeah, Phil M. Chaucer. Yeah, A Streamer's Tale. That's what he wrote. Henry Jones Jr. Yeah. When I come across something that like sends me down a rabbit hole, sure, yes, I think it's neat. But it's not like an everyday thing where I'm like, I need to know where that comes from. Like I'll get obsessed. What is you? What happened?
Sorry, I said entomology instead of etymology.
Oh,
Entomology
don't worry.
is
We're
bugs.
a mess today. It's fine. Yeah. Yeah.
Are you into
don't
bugs?
worry.
Good heel
I gotta let
turn.
you know. No, I'm not. Bugs, not a fan. Words?
None of them? You don't like
Not
a
a fan.
singular bug? No bug?
Ladybugs are chill. I like those guys.
Oh my God.
They're
I
neat.
hate ladybugs right now.
Well, that's because you live in a country where that's like reverse rules. Where here, ladybugs are luck, but there it's like they will kill you. British ladybugs, they're tough.
British ladybugs, ladybirds, as they call them.
Ladybirds, right, sure.
Ladybirds, yeah. When we get to this time of year, they start invading houses. So the corners of every room are just filled with ladybugs right now.
Yikes.
And I went to get in the car, and a bunch of them were trying to get in the car through the window. So the second that I opened the door, a bunch of them just fell into the car. And I was like, God.
Yikes. That is, I don't like, see, all right, proving my point. I don't know that I feel there's anything as a good bug. They're all annoying in their own particular way. But, yeah, I don't know, not a fan of bugs. But I'm also not like a huge fan, like, words are cool. I like words, but I'm not going to deep dive them. I just have obsessions every once in a while.
Sure.
That's probably some undiagnosed thing I should get looked at. But yeah, I'll hyper focus on a thing.
That's fine.
And then I'll be like, all right, well, I've spent enough time with that. Like, I'll hear one song and then I'll have to listen to that song 85 times in a row. Or I will find a movie I love and I'll have to watch it like 50 times in a row.
It is weird to me that people don't get obsessed with songs that way. Because it's the same for me. If I've heard a song and I'm like, this is a bop, I will put it on repeat. And it's weird that not everybody does that. To me.
I think it's weird that I do it, but I can understand why others wouldn't. I don't know. Like, yeah.
But you hear the song.
I do it to an extent that I'm a little embarrassed by it.
Same.
You know, like, I'm like, oh no, I played that too much.
I will put it on repeat until I kind of hate it.
And then I'll never listen to it again.
Right.
Yeah. But then 6 years from now, I'll put it on a playlist, like, or a mix of mine, be like, oh, that song was great.
Yeah. Yeah, because if I've heard a song and I really enjoy it, why wouldn't I want to just keep listening to that song?
And yeah, I kind of get like caught up in the hype of the, like, good songs to me are ones that have like a build up at the beginning, a chorus I can sing repeatedly that is easy to understand, and then the ending. I don't know what it is about me. I don't know if it's like because I was in choir when I was young and I really enjoyed harmonies or things in the round or like that kind of vibe where like the build up at the end. Yeah. I love a good song. Like this is hyper dating me as a person. But like when I think of like oldies, air quotes, I have my record player. And one of the many interesting things about a record player is I don't buy vinyl unless every song on the album rocks. It's pointless because you put it down. What are you gonna do? Skip a track? No.
Because you've said that you want albums or records where the entire thing is an experience that you enjoy.
Yeah. I want to like have an experience. So there's no reason, if I'm gonna listen to one song, it's digital and I'll be fine. But if I'm going to, clean the apartment or whatever, I'll put on like a vinyl song. So, but here's the thing is with that, one of the things I realize is that the records I end up buying are ones like, Boston, which is an oldie but a goodie. But on their first big self-titled thing, every song is ending in like, all right, here's a minute of like multiple guitars, harmonies, and I'm like, yeah, I'm in the moment. That kind of thing that I absolutely love. So anytime I hear a song where at the end it's just like, let's kick it off and have fun. I'm like, I'm like, oh, this is fun. And like another guitar comes in, and then another guitar, and you're like, we're doing a thing. This is lovely. That's how I feel. And so it doesn't matter what the genre. If it's something like, okay, this song is gonna take me on a ride, then I'm here for it. And that's And then it gets me excited to listen to it again because I'm on that ride. And then it gets me excited to listen to it again because I'm on that ride. And I'm like, I never want to get off. And then one day I'll wake up and be like, what else is out there? I'll just never listen to it again. It will be months before I even tackle that song again.
Yeah. And I'll go back sometimes and be like, man, remember when I was really into that like angry girly pop? I should go back and listen to those songs. And I like test the waters to see like, am I back into this? Do I want to listen to these songs again? And sometimes I abandon ship immediately. Like, no.
I will sometimes, my fixations will be like real hyper specific. Like, I, for some reason, I don't know, like 2 nights ago was laying in bed and I was like, all right, well, I got to find something to listen to. Maybe I'll go to YouTube and I'll put on like rain noise or maybe a podcast or something. But I guess it was the night that the K-pop Demon Hunter girls were on Fallon, which I don't.
Oh, okay.
I can't be bothered with Jimmy Fallon. However, I was like, oh, interesting. I wonder, sure, click, let's see what's going on here. Because had like a bajillion views. I was like, all right, let's see what this is. I was like, oh, that was very enjoyable. Next thing you know, I'm going down a rabbit hole watching random people on the internet react to their live performance. I must have watched that one single song 35 times.
Golden?
And then I was like,
that one?
Yes. And I was like, oh, I got to go to bed. This is insane. And I woke up the next day, had no desire to continue that. I like that one moment at night. I was like, I need to watch this 35 times. And then the next morning was like, well, I'm cured of that. So, all right, time to move on.
Amazing.
And no longer care.
You really condensed that.
Honestly, I think it was because it was fascinating to watch people just be very excited.
Yeah.
Like, I don't know any backstories of what's going on there, but everyone was just like, she earned this. It's been 10 years and she fought so hard for it. And I was like, what do you mean? What's going on? So now I'm deep diving and I'm going down the rabbit hole. I'm like, oh my God, what do you mean? This is crazy. Well, I guess I got to watch the video again. Yeah.
Sort of a heel turn, but next time that you're looking for something that might help you fall asleep.
Yes.
You should try. There are people that do videos, and I can link you to some. But there are people that do videos where they do like really elaborate nail art, but they don't talk. So you just hear the like.
Oh, I need the talking. I've discovered.
Oh, you need talking. Okay.
I need that. So when it's like someone just doing a thing and there's no voice, I get bored.
You're supposed to be sleeping.
Look, I'm aware. I'm aware. I will. Look, I don't know.
Good.
I don't have an answer for you. I will just get bored, and the boredom is like, well, I can't sleep. I'm so bored. Like that. I don't know. I don't know what to tell you. I have no answers for you.
Okay.
I will just lay there and be like, ugh, this is so boring. And I understand the point is close your eyes, go to bed, dummy. But I'm just like, if they start tapping on the damn microphone, I'm gonna get pissed. Like then I don't know why. I have no answers for you. But yeah, I need a voice.
Yeah. I think the reason that the nail videos are really nice is because you get like a good variety of sounds. Like there's clacky noises, but it's not all clacky noises. There's like weird goop noises and stuff, you know? Because they're dipping into weird goop to make like shapes and things.
I can't. You know what? There's a line when it comes to like the ASMR world.
Yeah.
And like, go to, so someone talking, someone who does like, what are those things called? Trigger words? I know that sounds weird, but like when they just, I'm going to say the word basketball 50 times. And you're like, for some reason that makes my brain be like, yeah, that's cool, which is insane. But the minute it gets to like, some girl who's like, I'm going to make hand sounds or mouth sounds, they 100% just sound like porn to me. It is straight up just like, I'm going to use this hand gel. It's like, and I'm like, people jerking it to this. This is, I was like, I don't believe this is for sleeping. This is, we are in dirty town.
I can't do if it's supposed to be like ASMR content. I can't do talking because they lip smack so much.
I'm the opposite. I have to have talking, otherwise
But
it
they do
just
the
sounds
smackies.
dirty.
The smacky noises are so nasty.
What do you mean by that?
Like the microphones that they use are so sensitive that they
Oh, it's
hear they hear all of
like
the
that?
spittle. Yeah, all the spittle and the
Oh.
smackies in the mouth. I hate that.
The like when someone's talking into the microphone and they're like, I'm gonna talk, and they breathe, it actually makes me feel good because I know that I can't breathe any, like I'm not ever gonna hit the moment where I'm like, hey everyone, welcome to the podcast. Like I can't. It makes me feel better because for years I've always been like, am I breathing too heavy in the microphone? Is that me making that noise? Like that kind of thing. So it doesn't, I feel fine. I'm like, oh no, they're doing it. So like, whatever. They have 8 million views in this video. So I'm fine. But
They're doing it and it pays their bills. So
yeah. But the minute it gets to something where there's no talking, but they're still moving their mouth and going like, or they're clacking nails, or they're tapping the microphone, or they're doing some weird noises, or they have I got this gel at the market, and they start fingering the gel and it's making a squish, and I'm like, this is pornography.
Yeah,
I don't even like this. I'm like, I just go watch porn if that's what it feels weird. Yeah, there's a line for me where I'm like, oh no. If you want to talk at me in a really quiet voice, read me a bedtime, oh no, that's what I think I need. Is there a YouTube channel where it's just someone being like, tonight we'll read the story of Little Boy Blue?
Oh my gosh, wait. You know what? You should.
I think I might need that. Should I make that channel? I want that.
So,
but I only want to read Choose Your Own Adventure books. Can I do that?
Yeah.
Is that a thing?
How would you decide what choices to make? Because
I just make it in the moment. I'd make it in the moment.
Okay.
And then I would be like, yes, I do want to challenge the ninja. All right. I'm dead now. That is unfortunate. Yeah. And then that'd be the end of the video. In the next video, we'd be like, we return now to Curse of the Ninja. Starting over from the beginning. Let's see where we end up today. I would love that.
I think that would do gangbusters. Yeah.
Thank you.
There's a channel on Spotify that does exclusively kids meditation stories. So it'll be, the beginning will be like, let's all take a deep breath. It'll do that whole thing. And then it'll go,
yes.
And now let's start our adventure. And it's this really soothing voice that's, just takes you through a story, basically. You're walking on the sand. You feel the breeze in your hair. It's that sort of a thing.
There's a definitely a more adult version of that. Not the way you're thinking, internet.
Not nasty adult.
Yeah. Yeah. If I was going to go nasty adult, trust me. I would.
What is this bit?
I would. But
who's this alter ego that doesn't know how to put on glasses?
That's my horny self.
Okay.
No, but I think it used to be the Calm app before they started to paywall everything. There used to be a woman on there who would do welcome to the intercontinental train ride. And you'd hear the tracks in the background, but she'd be like, this train is headed to adventure. Come with me as we relax. That got me every time. I don't know who that lady is. I love her. That was my favorite thing in the world. I was like, this is the best. This train ride is the best. And I'd put that on and I'd be like, oh, good night. Yeah. I love that.
How creepy do you think it would be to find out what her name was? See if there's a way to reach out to her and be like, hi, I really miss listening to your weird train
Extremely
meditation.
creepy.
Do you think
creepiest.
that you could record a personal thing for me?
Oh, I know for a fact that you could find someone on YouTube. There are plenty of ASMR people who are like, I would gladly record you a personal thing.
You don't want that.
I just think...
You want her.
I just think it'd be creepy.
You want
I don't know that I want her. I don't know that I want her. I was fine with what it was, but that was literally 7-8 years ago. And I look back on it fondly, but
Roll the
my
tape.
preferences
He
have
declared
changed.
his love.
Yeah, no, I have a love for that, but I also right now, like last night, I listened to some sort of rain sound, and I don't know if it's because of where I positioned my phone or the volume it was at. I don't know. Could have been the edible. I don't know. But what I'm saying is, at some point, it sounded like it was coming from my window, and it just hit in the right way. And it, I live in LA. There's no rain here, so when I had a rain noise, it felt like nice.
Can I hear the really soothing sort of stuff that my kid listens to?
I hope it's like death metal. I
Here we
hope
go.
it's like.
Never mind.
It's so quiet. No wonder. I get it.
It's trying to come through the Bluetooth.
Somewhere in the rest of somewhere in another room. It's just this weird. What the hell?
Hold on. Oh, fuck off. Okay, never mind.
I got nothing for you. Yeah.
It was she likes to listen to the audiobooks of Junie B. Jones, which is hilarious to me because the actress, the audiobook actress, she's pretending to be a 5-year-old girl. So she's like, "It's me, Junie B. Jones, and today I went to school." Like it's like such. I love her. I think she does an amazing job, but I'm like, this is not soothing, man. I don't know why this puts you to sleep.
I think everyone's soothing is different. Everyone has their own idea of what soothes them. Yeah. I would question why your kid has that vibe.
She spent about 2 years exclusively listening to The Highway Rat every single night.
Never mind. All right, it all checks out. Yeah,
and then one day was like, "I hate this," and asked me to throw it away. It was so extreme. It was you with the music.
I was about to say, your child and I have a great deal in common. Either she was would like to believe that this wee lass is as intelligent as I am, but I feel like it's the reverse. I feel like I have the mentality of a child. And that's fine, I guess. Sure.
Yeah.
This is what years of I don't want to grow up, I'm a Toys R Us kid have done.
True. We were indoctrinated into refusing to be adults.
By Jeffrey Chaucer, the giraffe from Toys R Us.
Yeah. That's his name. Look it up.
Yep. It's true.
Mm-hmm.
He wrote a lot of short stories about the various people who went to Toys R Us.
Can I do a little mini rant about the Highway Rat?
Of course you
Please,
can.
just a really short one. Thanks. So The Highway Rat is a book that's by the same Julia Donaldson who made The Gruffalo. And the Highway Rat,
of course, right?
Of course, Highway Rat is about a rat who's a highwayman, like a robber, and he stops all of the animals and takes all of their food. And
does he have like hello there, what do we have here? Oh, it looks like we got a fox with too much pennies to pinch, like that.
Don't worry, I'm getting there.
Okay.
So the story is basically him becoming too greedy and being easily tricked into fucking himself over, and everybody is happy that he's gone, right? So the audiobook is read by a lovely older lady who does like fun voices but not too extreme, and it's very cute, and I didn't throw it away actually because I loved it. So they made a movie. Who do you think is the voice of the Highway Rat?
God, I hope it's Matt Berry.
It's not.
All right, hold on.
Who is someone
Highway
from the
Rat.
United Kingdom that people want to make out with so bad?
want to make out with so bad? This is going to date me because I don't. You mean like general population, or do you mean like the kids? Because
General population.
General population. And it's a guy?
Yeah.
Give me a type of voice. Yeah, like give me one hint.
His natural accent is Scottish. He's from Scotland.
David Tennant.
Yes. So David Tennant is the voice of the highway rat.
You can't be in everything, David Tennant.
So
yeah,
here's
there are
what
other
they
actors.
Did, okay? In the book, everybody's like, this fucking rat. Like, they hate this guy, right? And he gets fucked over and everybody celebrates, and that's it. That's the book, okay? So, in the movie, not only is there a whole scene where this animal that he's robbing is like swooning over him, and I was like, no. Also, there's like a whole scene at the end of the book that's about him like,
oh god, it's so weird.
Because what the other main character is his horse. He somehow has a horse that a rat can ride.
Of course.
Yeah, and in the book, the horse, when he becomes too greedy, the horse is like, fuck you, man. In the movie, the horse goes to find him where he winds up, and they have like a nod through the window at each other because he's like started a new life and turned a new leaf and become a better person.
It's the end of Nolan's Batman movies. Where he's like,
it is. They don't actually talk to each other. They just look.
Right. They don't talk to each other. They just acknowledge they exist.
Yeah.
And move on. Okay,
and I was like, we didn't need that. He was a bitch. We didn't need that. Anyways.
Amazing. Wait, who voices the horse?
I don't think the horse has a voice.
Wait, so the horse emotes, no voice. It's just, that's a horse, clearly. Rats can talk. Horses, too far. That's a stretch.
Horses can't talk. No, that would be ridiculous.
Understood. Right. Wait, so is the rat at an animal restaurant?
No, because remember, his whole thing was that he stole food from everybody. And so at the end of the book, he has wandered into a new town and started working at a cake shop so that he could eat the crumbs
animal
off the
cake
floor.
shop?
Yeah. So that he could eat the crumbs off the ground.
Whoa. If you were to say, oh, he works at a human cake shop and he eats the crumbs off the ground, I'd be like, okay, sure. But he works with other animals. This would be like if you opened a cake shop.
I think, God, you're making me second guess it now.
And you hired me, and I showed up and was like, yeah, don't worry. You can pay me in floor crumbs. And I just started making cakes and then would just pick them off the ground. Like, this is the best job I've ever had. Like, that's crazy.
Yeah.
That, you know what? Maybe, everyone was giving him a hard time, but maybe that guy's just like, he just didn't have any, like, he really just needed food. Like, if anything, that's a tale about, how we should provide for those who have less.
It's a tale of community.
Yeah, that guy
had no community.
He turned to robbery because he couldn't feed himself.
God.
Yeah.
Shit.
All he needed was floor crumbs and he was fine. He didn't even need all that much. That's crazy.
Anyway, that's the highway rat. So
shout out to the highway rat.
Shout out to the highway rat. My kid loved it for so long that I had joked, except kind of not joked, about getting a rat tattooed on me in the highwayman clothes. And I still might.
Speaking of David Tennant, I finally sat down to watch the Thursday Murder Club, that Netflix movie that's like a bunch of delightful British elder actors.
Yes.
And also David Tennant's in it for some reason. And, here's the problem. That movie has all these actors I love acting up a storm, doing great things. Yeah. It is barely a mystery. It is not.
No.
I'm like,
that's too bad.
Yeah, it's like I wanted more.
So what is it? A drama?
Barely a mystery. Yeah, it's about a nursing home that has multiple levels of like drama going on. So it's like kind of in the countryside, British countryside, and it used to be a convent. I can't remember what it was, but basically there are 3 owners, and the owners start dying, and everyone's like, they're gonna sell this place, and then there's layers of mystery of why they would sell it, and the 4 main characters are trying to stop that from happening, and there's a mystery about a murder, and I don't want to spoil it because everything will give away. It's one of those where it's like there are little threads to pull. But with that said, like it didn't, at the end of it, I was like, all right. Like I wish I'd walked away like, wow, because everyone in it was awesome. It was very fun to watch them act because they're incredible actors. But like story-wise, I wanted more of either a twist or something shocking or... Yeah, I don't know. I was like, all right.
Yeah, you were in it for the mystery, and the good actors were icing.
Yes. Yeah. The mystery itself was barely a mystery because they were so good at solving it that, like, every scene was them uncovering another. There wasn't like, oh, what does that mean? What does that mean? They're like, I figured it out. I'm like, oh, okay. Like, all right, then. Yeah, I guess because we were supposed to be in with them on the mystery and solving it, it wasn't like you're watching a Poirot or a Matlock or a
Columbo.
Columbo or even the Knives Out franchise where like the detective clearly knows more than you and at the end is like, here's the reveal, and then you get the flashbacks of all the things you clearly missed. This was more like, no, we know. We're actually ahead of the cops on this. We're very smart. And I was like, all right. Yeah, it has the vibe of a very cozy British drama more than a movie. I think my expectations going in were just wrong. It's not bad. It's just not what I would consider like a murder mystery. And I expected it to be a murder mystery.
I think about this a lot, how difficult it must be to write a mystery with the right pacing.
Sure.
I remember reading about when the Sherlock BBC show with Benedict Cumberbatch came out, and how the originally the episodes weren't going to be as long as they were, I guess. And so when the episode was shorter, you as the audience didn't have quite so much time to like figure everything out. And it wound up working a bit better. But because the episodes were so long, you had that feeling that you have sometimes when you're playing video games, when you're like, I think I know what happened already, but the characters aren't saying anything like they also know what happened. And you're like, there's no fucking way I'm smarter than Mr. Detective Man, right? Like, there's just no way.
Right.
He has to also be coming to the same conclusion as me. So get a move on, But like,
and
that's hard. Yeah.
Yeah, and then the part of the fun of murder mystery things is the same reason why I enjoy mystery games or like puzzle solving games. Is I vividly remember when Glass Onion came out, and I watched it with my mom. And there's a moment in that movie where a character switches glasses, and it's in the background of a scene. And I remember pausing it and being like, "Did you see that?" And she was like, "What do you mean?" I was like, "That something's going on in the background. Did you see that?" She's like, "What?" And I rewound it and was like, "Look at that character. Switch the glasses. That means something that's gonna." It totally did come back in the end, but in a way that I did not expect. And that's what I like, is I clearly saw, and they set up a thing that people like me who keep looking at stuff would notice. But then at the end, when it was the reveal, I was like, "Oh, that's not what I thought the thing was. I thought it was gonna be something completely different." And they did the old switcheroo on me, and I like that stuff.
Yes.
And so I very much, one of the big problems I had with the Sherlock series is that eventually it became like so off the rails. Like I think by the time they were on the island and it was like, yes, here's a Moriarty like video. I'm like, what is happening right now?
Yeah.
I was like, okay, all right, yeah, that show
But-
was out of control.
Yeah, you're right though. If it happens, like if I'm trying to think of how to put this. If the detectives in the story are coming to conclusions too quickly, then you, the audience, don't have, or the reader or whatever, you don't have an inclination toward trying to figure it out because they're already figuring everything out. So how do you create a situation where you're trying to figure stuff out and the detective or the team or whatever are also trying to figure stuff out, but maybe they're just not saying everything out loud, or maybe they're trying to, cover all of their bases and make sure that what they're assuming is correct. Like how the balance there is interesting.
Yeah,
Sorry,
I mean,
my
I
nose
think
is
that's
itching like
why
crazy.
I get that. I always feel weird because I'm like, and my nose, I just got an itchy nose. Also, there's literal hair right here, so that's always a problem. Yeah, I for some reason I like a mystery that gives you enough tools to solve yourself if you want, but the guy who is the detective is always clearly 3 steps ahead of you.
Yes.
I like watching someone who is the smartest person in the room be the smartest person in the room.
Be smart. Yes.
Yeah, and hold stuff close to, like, I mean, this is even the reason why I like movies like and the book Project Hail Mary, but like the movie The Martian. I love, it's literally an hour and a half, 2 hours of like the smartest guy on Mars being smart.
Yes.
And it's like, yeah, no, I love this. I enjoy this. I want more of this. Good times. Yeah, it's just a thing. I enjoy the brainy guy doing smart things, and I'm like, yep, that's good.
Very good. I like that.
Yeah, I like that. Yeah.
Yeah.
So, I don't know.
Maybe for people like us who really love puzzle games and things like that, maybe there's like a power fantasy element there. Of like,
sure.
Like, I enjoy watching characters like that because part of me is like, man, I would love to be able to make those connections that way, right? I would love to like see things in that way.
Yeah, and I think in a fun way, I like to imagine I do, because I'm always like, I see through this. I know what this is. I know I don't though. Like I'm clearly relying entirely on storytelling tropes, not actual detective science.
Yeah.
I'm like, oh, well, the author clearly intended for this. Like a great example is so over on Too Old for This, I started because people suggested I started watching The Amazing Digital Circus, which is a extremely weird and bizarre show that absolutely is right up my alley. And so I just started watching episode 2, and I had some like thoughts on things. And on social media, I got a few people being like, Jesse, no, what you're thinking is like, but I know I'm right. So a great example is I was like, why does this one character keep getting caught up in all these wild situations that no other character is getting caught up in? And I was like, there's very clear reason for that. It means something. And everyone's like, oh, because she's the main character, dude. I'm like, no. The writer would have other people get caught up in it too. And if it wasn't, there'd be other characters there and we would see it through her eyes, but the other characters would be fine with what was going on. But no, it's literally just her. So I'm like, this clearly means something, as like in the future we're going to get a reveal. And that's not like detective. That's just like, I know how the writing process works and they're laying breadcrumbs for a future thing. Or I'm like, this one character is acting very weird. That seems super strange. Clearly that's going to mean something. And it will, and that's not like I figured it out. It's like, I just have had to write so many things in my life that I'm like, no, I know what this is.
Yeah.
We're going down a path. And it's not, it's like when, they did that thing with like whatever the last, I don't know if it was Games Fest or one of the various big reveal shows where they had a game that was clearly Dante's Inferno, right? Like the new Dante's Inferno game.
Okay.
But it couldn't be Dante's Inferno because Dante's Inferno already exists as a game. And so I was just like, I don't know, I guess it would have to be some like Divine Comedy. And then that was the name of it. And everyone was like, oh, we called it. I'm like, there was only 2 options, guys. Like, just based on literature itself, it was either Dante's Inferno or the Divine Comedy. That's it. And it was the other one. And it's not like I figured out the mystery. It was like, no, I just read that once.
Right.
You know, it is nothing. I'm not even, it's not like I'm a big brain. It's like, no, I just have pattern recognition. And
Yeah.
So but I enjoy that tremendously. I like being like, oh, I know what this is. Where is this going? What are we doing? How does this work? Because I also enjoy seeing the process of other creative types when I'm like, so what did you decide to do with this information? Yeah.
I remember after the first season of Arcane came out and people were talking about, they were doing the thing that people always do when they get obsessed with a show where they're like, what does this mean? Or what is this? Or is there a reason that this is this color, And someone who has worked on lots of animated stuff was like, all I'll say is if they took the time to animate it, it's there for a reason.
Yeah.
You don't just take the time to animate something into a show for fun, like for no reason. Like there's a reason it's there. Whether it's important or not, you can't say, but like it's all been put there on purpose.
Right.
And I think about that now pretty much every time I watch an animated show. Like somebody purposefully put that thing there, whether it was just like as an Easter egg for themselves or someone else, or there's always a reason that thing is there. Yeah.
I mean, that's why I loved Mr. Robot, because watching it week to week, I could not tell you what was going to happen the next episode. It's the only show I've ever seen where episode to episode, I couldn't tell you if I was like, I don't know what is going to happen. Like genuine, real ass mystery where like season 1 is pretty standalone and it's very, very good. But, I had figured out the big reveal in season 1 way in advance, but the way they kind of twisted it at the end, I was like, that's pretty good writing. Season 2, from start to finish, y'all, I dare you, if you have never seen the show, go watch season 1, watch the first episode of season 2, and tell me where you think that will end. Because it does not end where I was like, what the hell? Brilliant. Absolutely brilliant show. But yeah, I love that kind of stuff where it's so we're going to mess with you that you don't have a clue where you're going to end up at. That's the kind of stuff I enjoy. Like, I need you to break my brain in a show if it's like a mystery, because I don't want to even be able to guess it.
Right. But that adds in a whole new potential issue, though, right? Because you still have to earn that reveal.
Yes.
The person who's watching still has to be like, holy fuck, because this, and because this, and oh my God, and this thing, right? You have to be able to go backwards and be like, this was always the plan. This was always going to happen. If it feels like a shoehorned ending, or like it was never justified, or it didn't make any sense with the information given throughout the show, you just get mad. You just get annoyed with it.
And I think the brilliance of Mr. Robot was that the main character was like, literally, you and I were in on this together, viewer. And what I'm showing you, this is like, we are in on this together. But the fact that it's unreliable narrator stuff, we're like, are we though?
Yeah.
Is what you're showing us real? That kind of thing? Love it. I mean, I love that in games too, where the main character, you don't know if what you're seeing. I mean, even though people absolutely shit on Dead Space 3, the moment where you and I were playing the same game and experience different things, I love that kind of stuff. You're like, I'm seeing weird stuff, and meanwhile, I'm being attacked by monsters, and I'm like, what is real here?
Yeah.
Big fan. One of my favorite kind of like narrative tropes of like, you can't trust your own eyes. Good stuff. Love it.
Speaking of games, did you play anything this week that you want to talk about, that you want to dissect?
Yes. Yeah. Well, first off, really quickly, even though this was a branded thing, yesterday I played it's been a while, but I love the game, Kingdom 2 Crowns. Good stuff. Here's all I'll say. It is their anniversary, You can play it for free right now until the 13th. So why wouldn't you? It's a great game. You can download it for free. So I think that's, that's what I'll say about that. And if you want to pay, it's like $4. But still, fantastic game, and it's free. So like, have fun this weekend. Play that game on Freezies on Steam. I think it's on Xbox free as well until the 12th.
Nice.
But you got days. You have the whole weekend. So play it over the weekend. For those of you who don't know, it is literally like a side-scrolling game where you have a kingdom and you build it up and you have to expand left and right. And at the same time, these monsters called Greed are coming to attack you from the left and right. It's a style of game that's been around for a while, but this just happens to be like one of my favorite versions of it. And it's a treat. There's different, there's like a Shogun version that's free. There's a Greek version. There's a Valhalla kind of version. There's one that's like spooky monster version. And then if you download the game right now, because it's the anniversary, they have like a special mission where if you click it, everything's birthday themed. And so you have to, when the monsters attack you, they have birthday hats on and like crazy outfits. And in the main game, you have to build a bomb to shut the main gate. But in this, you have to build a giant cake, and then you push it to the guys, and the monsters are like, oh, and they take it with them. And it's very cute. And then your reward is you get custom hats that you can use anytime that you play.
Adorable.
And I was like, love it. Great. Good stuff. It is a game we have definitely played before, and
yes.
I'll continue to play. It's good. It's a fun game, and it's free. So yeah, I played that. And I will always hype up the power of free games. Get on that, you crazy kids. Also, I had a lot more time with so I know you're waiting for me to say. Okay. So I was like, what are you doing? You're gonna type.
A lot more time for
Yes. So I went back to the Fame game, a game that I love, FMV game. And I want to see additional endings. I want to see additional things.
Okay.
I don't know what the message of the game is, because the game is essentially, I'm a nobody. I've come to Hollywood. Everyone treats me like crap. But the minute I become famous, every woman in my life is like, yo, how about that dick? Every single one. And it really, to me, is like, you don't want any of these ladies. This is actually quite
These
troublesome.
are red flags, actually.
Yes.
Yeah.
But those are the only options you have. So it's like, well, okay. And there are things in the game. So I was like, all right, well, obviously there's the producer. And there's like last time I was trying to romance the producer and the best friend. I'm like, okay, well, this time I want to try and romance my co-star, who may in fact be a genuine crazy person. And so I'm like, all right, sure. Let's see where this goes. Dukes.
Yeah.
I think I don't. Sometimes people be too crazy. Like everything I said, she would like lose her mind if it wasn't, you're the love of my life, and I will do anything for you. If you were like, well, I don't know if we should do that, she'd be like, you bitch, slap. How dare? I'm like, what did I say? Yeah. I don't know what's going on, but I'm not good at it. So one of the things in the game at the end is you have to decide whether you want to stay in Hollywood, more importantly, how you want to do this final major scene, and then if that leads to you winning an award or saving the show.
Okay.
I gotta let you know, trying to appease my co-star, not helpful in winning awards and or saving the show. And
really?
At the end,
it doesn't do anything?
Nope. And at the end, when it was like, hey, pick someone that you want to be with to celebrate the night. First off, the show's gone. No one's celebrating. And I'm like, well, I guess I'll go after the one woman that I was trying to pursue. And my co-star's like, you ruined my life. I'm like, cool. So I guess I'll have to go back and try it again. See what I can do. Honestly, the real thing is I gotta go for the producer, right?
Yeah.
But the problem is the producer storyline, as far as I can tell, is like let's get out of here and go live in the country. I'm like, well, that's not what I want to do. She's like, we got to leave this crazy world behind. And I'm like,
Right, sure.
no. So yeah, it is genuinely a laugh riot. I love the game. I love it to death.
Clearly, you've talked about it, I think 3 weeks in a row now.
I can't stop. It is. I will sit there and be like, well, I gotta know what happens. It
Right.
has the vibe of watching like Real Housewives energy,
Okay.
where I don't know that I would be like, y'all need to play this. Y'all need to play. It's not that. It's like, no, I need answers. Like me personally, I need answers. There's one character. She's always featured on Who You Can Date as an option, but she's always grayed out. And I've never met her once. I think I met her one time at a restaurant. She was the waitress. And I was like, well, how on earth would I meet that girl again? I have never seen her again. And that's, to me, I'm like, that's the greatest mystery of all. Who is this person?
She's got to have the best story. Clearly.
Is she a special unlock? What? Yeah, and I'm this close to looking up a guide, but I don't want to look up a guide because I'm just like, well, I'll find it in my own time. So I'm making choices I wouldn't normally make, which is why I ended up going after the woman who's clearly the most toxic person in the entire game. And at the end was like, I hate you. So I'm like, well, I'll just make goofy choices I wouldn't make, seeing what happens. I got no answers. None. And I'm enjoying it tremendously. That's the problem. I think I played through Road to Empress so efficiently that I have no desire to go back because I know I can only do worse.
Yeah, of course. And
so
to be honest, because I read a review before I ever played Road to Empress. One of the reviews was negative because they were like, there aren't really alternate routes. There's a million ways to die, and then there's the one way to live. Yeah. Having died so many times, I can tell you that that's absolutely true. So there's really no reason to go back unless you want to see all of the goofy ways that you could die. So
yeah. And I mean, like, I kind of want to go see that stuff, but at the same time, I'm like, nope, they're making another one. And when that's out, whenever I get to play that, I am ready to go. But yeah, I'm like, no, I'm fine. And I think that's the thing with most FMV games or story-based or choice games where when I was playing, like any David Cage game is like that, where I will try to optimally play the best way I can play. Like playing through Detroit, I crushed that game. I'm so proud of how I played. Even though I made mistakes, everyone survived at the end. I got an ending that was pretty
too. Yeah,
I felt really satisfied with that. And I was like, okay, I'm proud with how this ended up. But I know there are other options, but I know that I won't be as happy if I go back and try doing something different. Like I know there's probably a better ending for a certain character or whatever, but I'm like, no, I'm all right. I don't need to go back.
So many times about going back and playing that game differently. Because I do think that was a really interesting game.
Mm-hmm. I mean, there's a lot of ways that thing can end. Like you can be a complete. There's one version of it where what's his name, David, whoever the guy who is like the detective robot.
Oh yes,
you can constantly kill him. Like every time he's in a scene, you can kill that guy, which then he respawns as a new version of himself, which leads to a different ending. And I was like, oh, that's super interesting. That'd be Connor was his name. That's right. And I'm like, yeah, that'd be interesting to see what happens as you just keep killing him, but you're still his partner. Like the dynamic there would be interesting, but I also I just don't care. I'm like, I got an ending that I'm happy with. I don't know that I want to go back and do that again. Yet when it comes to, I'm never going to beat the allegations. When it comes to just like attractive women flirting with me, I'm like, well, I have to see how this ends. Every time. Every time. I'm like, well, I got to know how this ends for me.
Okay. In fairness to you, though, also, Detroit Being Human, I think, is a much bigger time sink than the Fame game, potentially.
True. I mean, like, but in general, if it was like, here's another example. Baldur's Gate 3. My first playthrough was 117 hours long. And I was like, Romance Karlak, that ending was the best end. I loved every minute of it. I think I played the best version of that game that was possible. Like I was so pleased at the end. Yet when I was done, I was like, what if I romance Minthara? What's going on with that? What's going on with that nasty girl? And then at the same time, I was like, okay, but like, what if instead of making Shadowheart good, I keep her a nasty girl, but I like also am evil? What happens there? Because she doesn't want love, but she definitely wants to bang. Like, can I make her my like queen of doing it? What's going on here? Like that was going through my head. And I was like, I'm risking another 100 hours. I'm fine with that. I need to know what happens. It was literally because the game, she's like, I don't do love. I have dark hair, so I'm a bad girl. I don't even do love. Right? And then when she gets white hair, she's like, I love you. Right? And so in my mind, I was like, what if I keep her with the dark hair and she still hates me or whatever? But like, can we like do it for Char? Can we like, is that like some like crazy alter sex? What's going on here? And I wanted to know that. I needed to know that information. And I looked online and no one had tried this at the time that I was like, well, I got to know. So I was like, well, I got to go back and do this. I have no, but here's the thing. Mass Effect, for example.
Yeah.
I'm like, nope, it's the blue girl for me. I don't want anyone else. And I had no desire to go back. I had no desire to like do anything else. And I have no idea why in that game I didn't care. But in another game, I'm like, well, I have to know.
Yeah.
For science, I need to know. I don't know what's going on with me. And it's not like it's not even like a great example is Fame Game. It's not like a sexy, there's nothing. When there's like, hey, do you want to come over? It fades to black and you just assume something happened. I don't know.
Sure. Yeah.
And then she like wakes up in a totally different outfit, which by the way is hilarious. It will never not be funny. It's like, wait a minute, did you change? But I just like need to know. There's something in me. It's like, what if I made this other choice? What's that about? What's going on? But I don't know why from game to game to game to game, I am like, no, for that one, I don't care.
Yeah, who knows?
I've no, like in Witcher, for example, there's many different witches with which you can romance. And I was like, no, I'll just do it all. I was like, no, I don't want to pick one. I'll just do all of them.
Yeah.
I don't know why in that choice I said, oh, I'll do everyone. Instead of, I'll pick one. I was like, no, Geralt would just, dick his way through the mountains. It's whatever. I don't care. Like I don't know why I thought that. I have no answers for you. My whims are all over the place. I'm like a very Pan-esque Puck figure when it comes to video games.
Right.
I have no answers. I don't know why.
But
again, it's not like, yeah, I'm gonna watch. I can't wait to watch this dirty scene that doesn't exist in Fame Game. I'm just like,
right. There's just something about Fame Game, man. And that's okay.
I think because it's fast.
Yeah.
I think that must be it because I can skip through like, yeah. I don't know. What did you play?
Oh goodness! I finally Goblin Cleanup is in early access.
I know you like it. Yeah.
I did finally play that with a group. So it was me, Summer, Manda, and Vanilli. We all played together. Currently, there's only like one sort of body type of goblin that you can be, but they have some unlockable like alternate costumes and hats and things that you can get.
Any thick asses
as you play. Everybody's badonk is gigantic. Yeah. Everyone is really working
Goblins. Okay, great.
Yeah. So for anybody who hasn't played it or seen it or whatever, the concept
if anyone
of
doesn't know about
Cleanup,
goblins, they have thick asses. It's canonical.
For anybody who doesn't know about goblins, they have badonks.
Massive donkers.
Yeah. But in this game specifically,
yeah.
In this game specifically, the concept is that you are part of a team, the Goblin Cleanup team, and you are on the side of the game where there's a dungeon. Heroes go through the dungeon, maybe die, maybe don't. and someone has to come in and reset the dungeon before the next group of heroes comes through. So that's your job in this game. So you are cleaning up blood and body parts. You are resetting traps. You are just basically making it so the dungeon looks like no one's gone through it yet. And then you leave.
Sure.
It's a very goofy game. It does need to cook a little bit. It made Summer very motion sick. I guess because the way that the camera bobs and the way that because you always have a hand in front of you because you grab things. So the way that the hand moves and the way that the camera moves are not the same, like they're offset. That was the explanation, I think. And so
that's weird.
So the bobbing was very like.
Can you turn off the bobbing?
No, there's no setting for that yet. So they should definitely add that.
That's a needed in every game with a head bob. You must have a button that lets you toggle it off. Because sometimes it's fun and sometimes you're like, no head bobs like this. No head goes like this that does not happen.
There is an FOV slider. There are adjustments you can make, but I think you just need more. So far, it's very fun. It's a really, really cute game. For a game where you feed body parts to a mimic. It's a cute game. Yeah. Vanilla and I literally the next day were like, should we play that again and get the goals that we didn't get? Because it's one of those games where it's like your primary goal is to clean everything up completely. But there are also secondary goals like try to deal with this trap without dying or, stuff like that. And we were like, should we go back and try to get those other goals done now? If you played Viscera Cleanup, it's similar.
But with goblins. With thick old butt dogs.
Thick asses, yeah.
Yeah. I honestly don't know how we got here to this world where goblins just have thick butts, but I'm happy we're here.
I'm excited for the hot goblin era, yeah.
Yeah. Hot Goblin summer.
Fall. Hot Goblin fall.
Chill Goblin winter. Yeah.
Chill Goblin winter. I love it. Yeah. Yep. So played that. What else? Played a bunch more Clover Pit. Did I talk about Clover Pit last week? Yes. Talked about Clover Pit last week. The Gamba game.
Yeah.
I made it to the point in that game where I got the credits, but I don't think I've beaten it. It's one of those. So after the credits, I did a thing and then it reset me back, but it looks like there's still something else that I can get, like a new thing that I can work towards. So it's like, I don't think I've done everything. I definitely haven't unlocked all of the trinkets because there's like 150 of those, but I don't think getting the credits the first times means that you've done it all, like story wise. So I'm pretty far along, but I don't think done. What else did I play? I played R.E.P.O for the first time.
You played what?
R.E.P.O for the first time. Did you play R.E.P.O?
I don't.
It's kind of like Lethal Company, except you're little robots.
No.
Okay, what were you gonna say? You remember?
No, I just one day go look at when Dodger and I are not online. Go look at our Twitch pages, and you can see what we've played recently. And I must stress, Dodger is all over the place. Horror games, Minecraft, puzzle games, all sorts of things. And mine is like, what's that old man playing? It's just like, oh, another puzzle game for Grandpa? Great.
You play what you like.
Yeah, it's just very funny because I went and I was like, I wonder what Dodger's been playing lately. And I went to go look and see. And
I'm literally here to tell you right now, though.
I know, but this was like a few days ago. And you had hold on. Yeah, I can't. I was about to go there right now, but I realized you're streaming. But it's just very funny to me. I was like, oh, okay. Yeah, no, that seems like an average streamer. And I was like, I wonder what's going on with me. And at the time, I think it had been days since I'd streamed. And it was like, you did Poirot and you played Final Fantasy and that was it. And I was like, cool. All right. Okay. Great.
I mean, to be fair, I've been averaging like 2 streams a day for a while now. So
damn.
It's a lot a lot more real estate time to be just playing whatever, you know.
Yeah, I say this every once in a while, I'll say it again. This whole YouTube thing is for the birds. Editing sucks.
Editing trying to edit. Yeah, agreed.
I've been trying to edit these videos and it's been taking me so long to do so. And I'm just the minute I'm done with this podcast, I'm going to start editing again. That's the world I live in, and honestly, not cool. It's not fun. I don't like it.
Damn. What are you going to do about it, son?
Nothing. Just do it and get it over with.
Nothing. I'm just going to keep editing.
I'm going to keep editing. What am I going to do?
The work never ends.
Yeah. I got, and the thing is not like I can hand it off to an editor, but the problem is I like to make Scary Game Squads the way I make Scary Game Squads. I don't like when other people edit them because they edit them differently than how I like to. The problem is it just takes time.
Yeah.
And I'm like, okay, cool. So I'll just sit there. And it isn't like, it's not like hard editing and hard cuts or whatever. It's literally, I just need to make sure audio's correct, sounds a certain way, the video looks a certain way, the whole like process. I have a way I like it.
Yeah, that's fair.
Everything like VOD from YouTube or like any of the other stuff on the channel is, I got a whole editing, other people edit it, and I'm fine. I'm like, oh, I trust you. But for some reason, when it comes to a Let's Play, I'm like, no. I will edit it the way I want. I want the sound to sound this way. I want it to be, does not matter. It's so unimportant. But it's like, this is the last bit of control I have. All right? Okay? Let me have this.
Yeah. They turn out good. So they're fun to watch.
You know, the fact that, like, a great example is there'll be a moment where, like, one of the boys is like, pause really quick. I got to go take a fat dump. And I'm like, okay. And I can edit that out and you'll never know. You'll never know. And I'm like,
you can deep fry it at the moment that they say
keep
that.
It there?
And then just turn everything grayscale and play like
that would take
off-tune
so
flute
long.
music.
I don't think you understand. It's a man saying this. So it isn't like
I don't understand how long a dumpy takes from a dude. I think I do.
There'll be times where it's like 25 minutes of silence.
Yeah.
It's like we leave the room. Everyone just like gets up and leaves. Yeah. It's it happens. And we're like, all right. So I'm not going to keep that in.
Right.
But I have to do like creative cuts. And I'm like, ooh, a ninja cut here, a ninja cut here. They'll never know fat poopies were being taken. Yeah.
Never know. Deep fried grayscale is another universe, chat. Not this one.
Yeah, not this one.
Yes. So I played R.E.P.O, which is a game that came out a while ago, but they just had an update. It's one of those like 4-person group games where you go out on a mission and come back. And you have a goal, an amount of money that you're trying to get, et cetera, et cetera, et cetera. Again, very much like what you would expect out of like Lethal Company. I never played it when it first came out because, I don't know. At the time I was like, the graphics of this look like it might be a bit spookier than Lethal Company. And I don't do well with like actively scary stuff all the time. So I just didn't seek out opportunities to play it, really, to be honest. But everybody said it was really fun. So I finally played it the other night. And it much like with Lethal Company, I remember when that game first came out, we had a whole conversation on Geekenders about how they did a really good job with balancing the fact that when you're in the missions, it is a little bit tense, especially if you don't know what monsters are in there yet. But it's also goofy, right? You're like garbage disposal dudes, right? Like there's a goofy element here. R.E.P.O is very goofy. You are little weird robots. You have a bunch of different facial expressions you can make. You can use VoIP or you can type, but if you type, it comes out like, hello, Jesse, I hate you, right? Like it just comes out like so weird. And it's the same thing. You get dropped into a place, you try to find the things that have value, put them in your little cart and get out of there, right? A lot of elements to it are identical. You can buy things at a store to improve your runs. If people die, you can bring them back at the end of the level, et cetera, et cetera, et cetera. But yeah, it's cute. It is a cute game. It's another one of those ones that people have made a ton of mods for as well. But I did not play with any of those.
Yeah,
because I never played like the actual game
like that. Yeah, that's cool. Did you play Abiotic Factor?
I don't know. Which one was that?
Imagine an exact same premise you just said, but instead of going on these little hunts, you're basically in a weird facility and there are portals to other worlds, and each other world is technically a level. You go there and you have to find these power cells and bring them back. And it's interesting because like one level is a weird Silent Hill looking thing. And like everything's like kind of different, but you also have to survive in your base, which is a facility that's shut down. It's super fun, very interesting. Yeah, it has the same chat saying it's like Half-Life 1 but survival crafter. I guess that's accurate.
Oh, okay.
But it's very cool. I think, I would gladly play that with you. It is a very fun game. But also at the same time, they just updated Phasmophobia with a bunch of new stuff.
Did they?
Yeah.
It's a ghost hunty game, right? That we played?
Yes. Yeah. They updated it with a bunch of new stuff. And I think they're going to keep updating it as they move towards, I think a movie's coming out.
A Phasmophobia movie?
Yeah. And so they'll probably have a map or something based on the movie at some point. Yeah, I'm all about the weird, spooky games. As long as it's not like there was one. What was the one everyone was playing where you would land on a planet or whatever? You would like come down and you had to explore and then get back on your ship and escape. What was that called? Chad, help me out here. It's the one that everyone was playing, and I absolutely like for a brief moment was like, "Oh, I love this game.
Is it
it's so
Lethal
much fun."
Company? Is that what you're talking about?
Yeah, that's what I'm talking about. Yes.
Okay.
Yeah. Was it? I think it's Lethal Company. Whatever it was, I can't.
You do go to planets in Lethal Company, so.
But the problem with that for me is eventually, like, I think I can handle being on a chat or being on a stream with like 4 streamers. But the minute we start pushing to 6, 7, 8, there's so much like, I got to get my 5 minutes in of talking that people are talking over each other now. And there's so much going, and I'm like, I can't. So I'll just sit there and be quiet. Like I've been on tons of streams, where people will, do all these different things when you play games like that. And if you notice, if you can find clips, suddenly I'm just like the guy cooking or the guy staying at home or the guy like just doing one particular thing. And I will just stop talking. Like I shut down because everyone's trying to talk over each other because it's like, no. And I'm just like,
who has the energy to fight everybody for like a minute?
Yeah.
Like I'm not doing it.
I will just stop and turn and just be like, I'm cooking. And if you want food, I'm making food. That's it. I will absolutely just not. I'll be like, nah. And so people will go on crazy missions, and I'm sure their chat's eating it up and having a great time. And literally, it's me for 5 hours cooking food.
Yeah.
Because I'm like, this is comfortable. I don't want to deal with all that. I hate that. I don't know why, but I just can't. When there's too many people, I'm like, I'm not going to fight y'all for this. I don't care that much.
Yeah.
I came here to have fun, and everyone's like putting on their own one-man show, but all at the same time. And I'm like,
Dude.
I'll be over here.
Yes. I mean, we both, no shade to other, content creators and stuff, but like we've both been involved, I think, in so many projects where it's clear that everybody is trying to be the main character. And it's exhausting.
It is.
Yeah.
So much. And I just, I'm like, it's cool. I mean, that's why I really wanted to be part of when Among Us was like really popping off. I really wanted to be part of that. But I swear to God, every time I played, either someone would get genuinely angry or someone would be like, I'm the main character, so I have to live.
Right.
And I'm like, this isn't fun. Like, I really wanted to, but there's a lot of main character syndrome because again, when you're on your own stream, you are your own main character. So like, I get it. You don't have to, like, I get it.
Yeah, absolutely.
But I feel like when you're in a group of people, there should be kind of like this is a group project now. We all have to let other people shine. And this is why when I do D&D sometimes, I will shut up for like an hour and a half. And not because I'm like, I don't care. It's because I realize that other people have things to say, and this isn't my story right now. This is their story.
Here's the thing. Hot take. I think that more streamers should do a theater thing. Because I think you understand the value in a side character more.
Yeah. Yeah.
If you've done some theater, you realize like that there's more than just the person who's thrown a big fit on stage. There's other characters and they're all important and it's fun to be those characters, right?
Dude, so the D&D thing that we're doing, right?
Yes.
It started with you and I as clearly, the first episode, you and I are talking 90% of the time.
Yeah.
Like it is very clear that like we're setting up the plot. But then when everyone else is introduced, I'm like, I'm clearly setting up the plot here. So as time goes on, I'm like, oh no, this is like a story about these two characters and their families and like what's going on with them. Cool. I'm going to just back off a little bit. And it's fun because now none of you know, because I don't ever speak my mind anymore. None of you know whether I'm going to go totally crazy or if I'm lying to you.
Yeah.
I will constantly say a thing and you guys in as a group will be like, are you bullshitting us right now? I'm like, I don't know.
No, it's true. That is true. That is the dynamic currently in
and
D&D.
it's like and the thing is fun because I've only ever been honest, but like my honesty is I am actively out for revenge and I don't need to talk about it. When we get there, I will hurt this person. And that's all there is to it. And the less I don't need to talk about it. And so the more you forget that is absolutely my goal, it's so much fun because I'll just be like there's a while ago, we had a scene where there was a character who clearly had a line of like something to tell us that was important. But because it was a shade or a reflection or something of a person that I was like, I'm going to kill this person. Poor Brett couldn't even start the scene. I was like, I shoot her in the head. Like right away. And everyone was like, why'd you do that? The kid was like, no, she would just lie to us. And I think I talked you all into believing that was the case. I was like, no, she would just lie to us. I was like,
yeah.
All right, moving on. And then after that, everyone was like, all right, I guess he was right. And then I just went back to being quiet. I was faded into the background. And sometimes that's necessary for like, as a group, whether you're talking about theater or D&D or whatever, you have to understand that like it's a cooperative experience where you're in a cast and you're not the main character. And sometimes when someone stands out as the main character, you shut up. Like when we're doing Goblins, it's very clear that Tomato's character became the main character.
Right.
And at that point, it was like, okay, I know I am a goofy side character, so I'm not going to stretch that and become a pain in the ass the entire time.
Yeah.
Once it became clear that my actions were causing problems, because I was like, I'm a goofy side character, I was like, okay, I'm going to limit the amount of problems I cause because we have to keep moving.
Right.
But I understand what my character is now. I'm going to be the problem causer. I'm going to ruin an experience for someone at some point.
Yeah.
But I'm going to wait for that to happen. And then I'm going to jump in and be like, yo! And yeah, you just have to be like observant. And I think a lot of the time when you exist on this is my stream, I'm the main person. When you do stuff with other people, that doesn't go away. And so you get 5 people talking over each other, and I'm like, I can't follow you guys. I have no idea what's going on. I'm just gonna shut up and go to my corner.
Yeah, a common joke in theater, right, is bullshit, bullshit, my line, bullshit, bullshit, my line. But that's literally how sometimes these like streaming collaborations feel, is like everybody's just waiting for their turn to talk again.
Yeah.
But it's important to listen. It's important to listen to each other and ask questions.
Also, when you listen, that's when like the good banter happens.
Yes.
Instead of people just saying lines at each other. You know?
Yeah. Yes. Absolutely. I completely agree.
Yeah. But I think it's also, that's a learned skill. That's not something you just get. You have to actively be engaged in listening conversations constantly. Also, what is happening to you?
How did we get here? Oh, it's because you were talking about the mods that make it so there's like 12 people in one of these games.
Yes. Oh, I hate that. But thematically, I mean, this is why I have issue with all the Minecraft servers and things like that, because idea-wise sounds awesome. It never doesn't sound cool to have like 40 streamers on one thing doing a thing together. But, you know, even GTA R.E.P., that kind of stuff, I just know that I'm going to get stuck in a thing where everyone's like, no, I'm the lead gang member, or no, I'm the head cop. And I'm like, which makes me feel like I'd end up like Octo. When I was watching him do GTA R.E.P., he just worked at a restaurant and served food.
Yeah.
And I feel like that's what I would end up doing. But in my mind, I'm like, why on earth would I spend time doing that when I could literally do anything else? Like I could play, I don't need to do that.
When I was doing Neon Divide, the like VR LARP, it was 4 hours long once a week. And literally what I did was worked at the cafe. So I would give people imaginary food. And then once the cafe closed, I would run all over the map harvesting plants.
I like that. Was simple. Makes sense. Yeah.
It was fun. Yeah. And I'd run into people and sometimes they'd be screaming because someone just died. And sometimes they'd be like, yeah, I'm going to head into the city and, you know, watch some strippers. And I'd be like, great. And that was mostly what I did. No. Yeah.
Yeah.
Hi.
I love a good R.E.P. when everyone's kind of invested in it as a thing. Yeah. But yeah, I sometimes just too many people. Like it's just too many people. And so you can't get invested in anything. So you're just kind of walking through the world, which again is no different from real life. So why would I be a farmer in a video game when I don't even want to farm in real life?
Sure.
So, yeah.
Because in a video game, you can ignore the shitty stuff.
I don't know that I can. I don't know that I have that.
Ada, doing. There's a dog. For audio listeners, there's another animal has entered my office. Hi. The horse is here.
What kind of collar is that?
It's definitely not a shot collar.
We are so topical. We are the topical podcast.
Don't worry. In like 3 days, I'll show you. Anyways.
Yikes.
Let's see. Did I play anything else? I played a round of Devour, if you ever played that. I played a round of Devour with Joe and Jinx.
What is Devour?
It's Hungry
Hungry Hippos?
It's Hungry Hippos.
It's another? What do you mean? It's another.
It's another.
That was cryptic as hell. What the hell?
It's another game where it's like there's a few people in a lobby and you go do a mission and Ada, what are you whining about? And you like have a certain thing that you just repeat until the level is done. So in this one, there was like a demon haunting a hospital, and we were in the hospital, and we had to do some bonkers shit. We had to run around finding rats, electrocute the rats, and once we had electrocuted 10 rats, then
I know a caller for that.
Then the demon would go away.
Good night, everybody. Good night.
And the entire time that you're trying to find rats, the demon is walking around crying. And if she sees you, she grabs you and she drags you to a different part of the house. Now, we got about 5 rats in when I said, you know what? I think 5 is plenty. I think maybe 5 rats was enough. Because I think the tension of the game, it is one of those games where, like, once you know who's in the house, who to avoid and what they do, it's not scary anymore, right? It's annoying.
Sure, I mean, that's how those games work. Yeah.
So I was like, they need to pick up the pace, man, because we're 5 rats in and I'm already sick
You were
of
judging
this
time
bitch
by
finding
rats.
me.
The amount of we're 5 rats in.
We are 5 rats in. Aren't we done? That was how I felt.
That is I love that like, how did you judge the time? Well, it was 5 rats. We were 5 rats in.
We were like 5 rats in, dude.
3 rats is more than enough rats, but we had to get 5 rats and nothing was happening.
We had to get 10 rats. We were halfway through the rats, and I was already sick of it.
That's too many. That's too
10
many
rats.
Is too many rats. That's too many rats.
Yeah, and it's not like it's a whole process. You have to grab some rotten food. You have to place it near areas where you know rats are. You have to wait until a rat shows up and eats the food. You have to grab the rat. You have to take it to the spot where you electrocute it. When you electrocute it, the fuse busts, and you have to replace the fuse for the next rat.
That's too much.
It's too much.
It's too much.
5 rats is plenty.
While all this is going on, something's trying to get you the entire time.
And the whole time, there's a lady walking around going, and I was like, girl.
I think that's an inherent, like, horror problem where as you play a horror game.
I don't play a lot of them, so I would love your insight, actually.
Like, as you play a horror game, every time without fail, the process is you enter a thing you're not familiar with. Uh-oh, there's something in here with you, but it's on the periphery. Oh, it's coming to get you. Is that a noise? What's going on? So you're scared. You're like, oh, man. Then it finally either chases you or shows up or whatever, and you're like, whoa, that's scary. Then it happens again and again and again. And now you're like, well, I've seen it. I've seen the model you're using. It's barely scary. That's kind of funny looking. Can't wait to see that thing again. So now you're like, all right, well, I know I have to avoid this thing. So then the game says, all right, well, we know you have to avoid this thing. So we're going to go out of our way to make you do 50 absolutely ludicrous chores that mean you have to now involve yourself in like, you got to walk towards the monster. You got to, like, while you're running around, solve all these different things. And it happens to the point where you're just like, well, cool. Like, oh man, was it Outlast? There was some game I was playing where I realized halfway through the puzzle was there's a bunch of doors in a hallway, and the monster walks up and down the hallway, and you're supposed to literally go in and out the doors and sneak past.
Okay.
It was simpler just to run past the monster, take a little bit of damage, and keep going.
Okay. Yeah.
Where you're like, I don't even care, man. Come on, like, I'll outrun you, monster, whatever. And you just ran down the hallway and closed the door. And I was like, that's not fun. But also the idea of room to room to room to room to room hiding, that's also not fun.
Right.
And it's like, I was having fun up until this point, but now I know that the game is like, well, we're past you being scared. So now the scare is you just don't want to die. Because if you die, you get sent back to a checkpoint and you have to do a bunch of stuff over again. And that's pretty scary. And yeah, there's like I feel like there's a strong time period. Like, a horror game should be no more than 4 hours. If it's any more, it starts to fall apart at the seams.
I agree.
A great example, like, Alien Isolation is an awesome game.
I agree.
But there's a middle point of that game where I'm like, we didn't need this. We didn't need
Cut
this
the
bit.
fat, you know?
Yeah, we could have cut so much from that game, and it could have been a perfect. Like, it's good. It's very good. But it could have been a perfect alien horror game. And instead, you got like a middle bit that I'm like, eh. Like, I don't want to spoil it, obviously. But the middle bit, I was like, okay, all right, this is whatever. Yeah, and that's, I mean, I don't need a long horror game. I want the horror game to get me, scare me, and end. And I want to be like, what the hell? That was crazy. Rather than, I figured it out. And at the end, I just kind of was going through the motions trying to avoid this creature because it's just such a pain in the ass to die.
Yeah, I think the thing that frustrates me, aside from all the rats, is, you have this, there's a gameplay loop inside of this exact level, right? There's a thing that you just repeat over and over. And I guess because they don't want you to get bored or feel like it's too easy, every time you complete the loop, it gets harder.
Yeah.
So the issue, 10 rats, Jesse. The issue is, by the time you hit rat 5, this bitch won't leave you alone. How long are these levels going to be? Because we were in there for so long, and I had to be like, guys, I need you all to R.P. that I'm dead. For real. I'm leaving. Like, I can't still be here. I didn't think it was going to take this long, and we're still on 5 rats. You know, I can't do this anymore.
Yeah. There's a moment where difficulty becomes like unplayable, and not in kind of that like Dark Souls-y way where you just have to learn the I'm talking about. So a great example is Dark Tide. I don't know, like a month ago, had a mode in which explosive barrels were put everywhere on every map. Plus, more enemies had flamethrowers and bomb throwers and that kind of thing. So basically, the entire thing was you're playing special maps that now have, it's the old maps, you know, but we've just put bombs everywhere. Everything can explode. It's crazy. Which in theory, you're like, oh, that could be fun and silly. But in reality was, you'd be running with your group at the start of a map, the very start.
Yeah.
And one of the levels starts where you land and you have to run around the outside of this giant building to get into the sewer system. And so as you're running around the outside of the building, if you play on any actual difficulty mode, I'm trying to think, it's like whatever is above, like the ones above Malice, whatever those are. If you try to play on those, there's so many enemies and so much going on. And because they're all jacked up to like either be explosive, throw explosives, whatever, the ground is constantly on fire, so you're constantly taking damage. More importantly, you're on the edge of cliffs. So the amount of time something would explode and you'd go, oh, and fly off the cliff and instantly die. And now you're just sitting there. All right, I guess I got to wait for people to save me. The amount of time I just sat around, because not because I blew something, because a random person on my team made something explode and that explosion blew me off the edge. And I'm like, okay, guess I'll sit here and wait. And now you're waiting for people. The thing that happened more often than not is people just leave the game.
Right.
And I'm like, because, you know, it might take 5-10 minutes to save you. So they're like, all right. And they would just leave. And so in theory, that's a really fun mode. But if you're playing on a map where there's just cliffs to nothingness, you can instantly die. That's not fun.
That's
like
not
getting
fun.
blown up and getting knocked back and being like, I'm on fire. That can be fun. You can do something with that. But instantly dying every time, I was like, nah. And everyone would fall apart. And you get in groups that were like, clearly, we're 4 badasses. We have all the best gear. We're going in. We're doing the hardest mode possible. Let's go. And you would die in the first 5 minutes and everyone would be like, yeah, absolutely did not enjoy that mode at all. At all. Drove me crazy.
Yeah.
And that's because difficulty, sometimes you can screw it up like that.
For sure. We've had a topic today that we've revisited throughout of like how to find the midpoint, how to find the sweet spot, you know?
There's a sweet spot, but I think it's personal though, right? Like I think our preferences are totally different from someone else. I bet I could scroll back through chat and find someone to be like, Jesse's stupid. That mode in Dark Tide was awesome. Like I guarantee. And
Surely not.
And I think that's like, it's all preference, but I'm with you completely that there needs to be great example. Yote, I am enjoying tremendously, and it's because I put it on the easiest mode possible. So when I fight, it makes me feel like I am the greatest samurai who ever lived in the history of video games. Dudes will come up to me and I'll be like, shing, and they'll go, yeah, they'll die. And that looks awesome, and I love that.
Yeah.
The idea of a fight, and then they're like, ow, you sliced my gut, but I'm still gonna kill you. I'm like, dude, I cut you in half. What do you mean? What do you mean you're still gonna fight? Don't know. Or, they're just like bullet spongy guys. And I'm like, I don't wanna shoot you 50 times. I just don't care.
Dude, have you seen the posts? They feel like satire, and every time they're not, I get thrown for a loop. Have you seen the posts where people are like photoshopping giant boobs on the main character?
Yes. By the way,
being like,
yes, I saw this guy
game
post.
Was made for real gamers.
And it's just giant tits, like massive, comically large.
And I'm always like, this is a joke, right? It's a joke, right? And it's never a joke.
No. And I just want to touch them on the shoulder and be like, dude, Pornhub exists, right? Like, you don't. Like, it doesn't need to be in everything you do. Like, that is, I feel like that's a problem. Like, it makes character-wise, it would make no sense, because this is, as a child, this is a character who saw everyone killed and now is out for revenge. So why would this revenge-seeking now adult have spent a childhood like, I gotta look good for the fellas? That doesn't make any sense. Like, character-wise, that makes no sense. Like, I don't understand. Now, if you are gonna be like, well, this other game had like a sexy robot lady. Well, yeah, it's a sexy robot lady. Someone built her, probably because they like sexy robot ladies. That's a different beast. It wasn't like this sexy robot was a young child at one time, and her whole sexy robot family was killed, and now she's seeking sexy robot vengeance. Like, that's not.
I want to play that game, but that's not this game. Yeah.
Yeah, I would gladly play sexy robot vengeance game, but everything has a purpose in games, and giant, massive fake boobs are not. It makes no sense at all. At all. And so, I just sometimes I'm like, are you joking? It's funny, this a rage bait?
Yeah, for me, seeing posts like that makes me appreciate more like how grounded the character looks, how like real that character is, because the way that they adjust the character to be like, if only I guess they didn't want money, because if they did, the main character would look like this. And it has the exact same face as every girl.
Makeup. Yes, every single
and then
woman.
Gigantic boobs with big cleavage. Yeah. It always makes me go, but that doesn't feel grounded. And this character feels grounded. Like, I'm invested in this. I don't think
some people want grounded. I think they want someone to jerk it to. And I'm like, yo, are you playing video games? What are you doing? What is it's
as you said before, you have options.
So many
you're on
options.
The internet. So many options, dude.
I do not understand. Again, the game story is 6 people killed my family. I'm going to kill those 6 people. There is nothing in that story that says but I'm going to do it with my tits out. It doesn't make sense. Why would that be there? I don't understand. I don't get it. But hey man, I guess people like what they like.
Someone will make that mod just for you, dude.
Oh, literally that was the post. Where he's like, I can't wait till it's out on PC. That's what that post was, because then they'll mod it to look like this. And I was like, that's
don't worry.
Crazy.
You'll have the experience you want one day.
Yeah.
Anywho, we got any news today?
Of course we have news. My goodness. Well, hey, shout out to Claire Obscure, Expedition 33. They sold 5 million copies.
Wow.
Which, as Square Enix would say, was underperformance. But it looks like that's not the only news. We're getting a whole new playable environment, new bosses, new costumes. Some of the voice actors are brought back in to do new voice lines. And I guess there's a localization thing up to 19 languages now. So
Hell yeah.
I have no idea exactly what we're getting. But yeah, I'm excited. I don't know if I'll throw my head against those bosses. All the bosses those like special bosses can kiss my ass. I was like, nah, I don't have time for this. I'm not going to 100% this game. I enjoyed the story. I loved it. But some of the fights, I'm like, nah, I'm good. Nintendo is out here just being as weird as Nintendo can be.
Okay. Wasn't sure where you were going with that.
Oh, this week they released a video that features a baby in its room playing, and then toys start moving on their own. And everyone messaged me like, Jesse, have you seen this video? Oh my God, what is this? And again, it's just a like CGI baby, and then toys are moving. And everyone's like, what the hell? This is crazy. Well, on their app, they released a new version of the video, and it revealed that the toys were not moving by themselves. It was Pikmin. And I guess if you know Pikmin lore, you know that humans cannot see Pikmin. And that was the reveal that this is a potential Pikmin movie. And so very cute stuff.
That's cute.
It got everyone talking for a little bit there. And yeah, you had to go to the app to, I don't know if they released the actual real version on YouTube, but it was on the Nintendo app, which is a thing they're definitely please use us. Please come use us. So that's the thing. Then something that I think we've been saying this podcast for the last 10 years. That like the way the content creator space interacts with games is vastly different from most people around the world. Mm-hmm. And when we talk about games and game releases, I think we often bring up like, hey, most people don't buy 50 games a year. Yeah. And now we have some market research thanks to this company, Circana, who just did a study that found that 60% of US gamers buy 2 or fewer games a year. According to the data, 18% of players in the US buy a new game about once every 6 months, 12% buy one about once a year, and 33% of players buy a new game less often than once a year, meaning that 63% of all players buy 2 or fewer games every year, which is a thing that we have said countless times.
Yeah.
That even though we're like, oh, I don't want to play a 65-hour game or a 120-hour game that sucks, many people do.
Yeah, because it's potentially the one game that they're going to be buying that year.
Yeah,
that they want to sink a lot of their life into. Yeah.
Yeah, and so while I can be like, I want my 4-hour horror game, many people be like, no, if I'm going to buy a game, I want it to be 85 hours long.
Yeah.
I get it. I completely understand. Yeah, we are in a different space, and that just backs it up. But hey, don't worry. If you want a real gaming experience,
yeah,
game dev, visionary founder of video game companies and or single greatest video game mind in the world, Elon Musk, has promised that his AI company will release an AI game by the end of 2026.
What, like developed by AI? What does that mean?
I don't know.
Used AI to develop it?
By the end of 2026. The game, this is the information we do have. The game will be released on the Hyperloop and fully automated self-driving while using the brain chip power technology. That or he was high on ketamine when he put that information out, and everyone got really excited about another thing he made up.
It sounds made up, for what it's worth. It doesn't sound real.
I would wager that it will not exist. I'm gonna go on a limb and say he said that so people would invest more money in his companies rather than actually delivering.
Like, look at this value I'm gonna add to these things that I'm absolutely making.
Yeah. So
remember I'm making those things.
Guys, remember Genius.
This stuff?
Tony Stark of our
Straight
time.
off the dome.
Yeah. Yeah, no, I would love to know.
Tony Stark of our time.
Tony Stark of our time. I would love to know if that game's going to be AI. Yeah. Is it AI created?
Mm-hmm.
Did the AI make it?
That's what I'm saying.
Or did you just use AI assets? Because that sucks. If you're using AI asset, boring. But if you let an AI create a game, I would actually play that.
I would love to know what kind of game
I would have to
make.
know.
But I feel
For
like
science, I'd have to know.
The third option is that it is a game where you playing it somehow uses AI to play it.
It's still not as fun. I want a game.
I agree. I'm just saying that's another option.
AI makes a game and we get to experience what an AI thinks a video game is. I would.
Yeah.
That would just be an experiment in itself.
Yes, I agree.
Yeah. It would be one of the darkest. Like, if it was good, we'd be done. That's it. I'd walk away and be like, you know what? I give up. We are all being replaced. That's it. Yeah. But fun point of fact, it will never exist because it's not real. I promise you, it's not a real thing. And then some game releases. Battlefield 6 is out. Hopefully, if you're into Battlefield, you enjoy it. I don't know. Little Nightmares 3 is a thing that exists. However, it is not the same dev team as Little Nightmares 1 and 2.
No.
They have created a whole other game that has a demo out today as well, which is fascinating. So, I don't know. I mean, I don't know what to play. Probably both. We'll see what happens.
Yeah. Why not both?
Yeah, why not both? Then Little Rocket Lab, a very cute game that I feel like Dodger should play, where you are both a little tiny farming girl, but also you're doing like Factorio things. It's very cute. And then a game that I did not even recognize as existing. But now that I've seen it, I'm like, what the shit is this? By Sweet Carol.
Yes.
Take time to Google this one.
Yes,
like
I want to play
Disney
this
made
so
a horror
bad.
game. And I'm like, what the? It literally looks like if Disney made a horror game. And I have to play it. I have to check this thing out. It looks wild. I don't know if it's going to be good or bad or whatever, but I want to check it out.
There's another one that isn't quite that style, but feels like same vein, that just put out a demo called Habromania that I really want to play as well. That's another one I would say check out the trailer.
And yeah, again, also Kingdom 2 Crowns is free this weekend. So if you don't own it, go play it for free. That's a solid, easy purchase. If you have Steam, absolutely have fun playing a great game for free this weekend for their anniversary. So that's what's out, baby.
Yay! Fantastic. Look at us. We did a show and we didn't make fun of anybody, not once.
Not once.
We kept it positive here on the pod.
Yep. Yep. The pod. We were very positive.
Positive. I was trying to figure that joke out too, and then decided to abandon it. Hey man, what have you got going on this week/weekend?
Oh, well, I mean, yeah, no, I'm gonna try and get for this weekend. My whole full objective is to get this next giant block of Silent Hill F up on YouTube. So hopefully you'll enjoy that. And yeah, then I'm gonna try and stream, but really again, I just need to finish this editing and get it done because it's just driving me crazy. The idea that it's not done is eating away at my soul. So literally the minute I'm done here, I'm gonna be like, all right, let's edit. So yeah.
You and I are gonna maybe play some Absolem
tomorrow morning.
Together tomorrow. Yeah. So that'll be fun. Yeah, I'm just trucking away on Silk Song. Cobblemon is done for the most part. All of the events are done. But I believe next week is Next Fest. So I will be playing
another one? How are we here already?
I know, it's crazy.
Ooh, but it's the October one, so it's gonna be a lot of scary games. That's fun.
Yes, lots of spoopy stuff. So, yeah, excited for that. That means
Cool.
also that our next Geekenders is we're going to have lots of fun stuff to talk about.
So many games.
So many games. Wow.
Mhm.
Hey, man. Thanks so much for watching, everybody.
So aggressive. Hey, man.
Hey, listen up. I appreciate you watching Geekenders. Have a fantastic weekend and week. If there are other Geekenderses that you've missed, you can find all of them on youtube.com/Jessie Cox. We're also on all of the podcasty sites. You can listen to us. You can watch us, whatever suits your fancy. We'll be back next Friday again, talking about so many games. Fingers crossed.
So many games.
So take care of yourselves. And goodbye.
Bye.
Goodbye.
Yeah, you know what time it is. It's time for the Geekenders podcast. MegaRan, Jesse and Dodger, what up? Let's go. Yo, it's the weekend. Yeah, it's time to geek out. Let it begin. Go on, stream and shout. It's Jesse and Dodger, so give them a follow and see what the Geekenders are all about. Yo, it's the weekend. Yeah, it's time to geek out. Let it begin. Go on, stream and shout. It's Jesse and Dodger, so give them a follow. #1 geek podcast, without a doubt. Yo, another end of another long week. Got a job and a kid, I know that you all beat. So take a second, grab a drink and vibe while we catch you up in just a matter of time. On gaming, comics, whatever you're doing. If you're nerdy like us, then you know you should tune in. Thank you for sharing our world with us. Now follow, subscribe, and turn this up. Yo, it's the weekend. Yeah, it's time to geek out. Let it begin. Go on, stream and shout. It's Jesse and Dodger, so give them a follow. #1 geek podcast, without a doubt.